Philippine governments have seen the problems of solid waste all throughout the country. To achieve a clean environment, several environmental programs were implemented and executed by the local government. One of these is the implementation of the RA 9003, or the Ecological Solid Waste Management Act of the Philippines. This law provides a solid and legal framework for the country's systematic, comprehensive, and ecological solid waste management program that shall ensure protection of public health and the environment. One of the provisions of the RA 9003 is the establishment of materials recovery facility in every barangay or cluster of barangays. What is a material recovery facility, or MRF? Material Recovery Facility, or MRF, is a specialized plant that receives, segregates, and prepares recycled materials.
One, two,
three.
난 troublemaker. 네 곁에 서면 난 troublemaker.
How does a material recovery facility works?
Out trash and miss.
이제 내 맘을 나도 어쩔 수. 네가 나를 잊지 못하게 자꾸 네 앞에서 또 이맘 자꾸 내가 흔들어 벗어날 수 없도록.
How does a material recovery facility works?
Material recovery facilities, or MRFs, are where recyclables go after they leave the curbside bins. The MRF sorts, processes, and bales these recyclables to be shipped to manufacturers. First, all the materials are unloaded and placed onto a conveyor belt in preparation for sorting. They then fall onto an inclined screen and are sorted by gravity and shape. The paper products travel up the screen. While the paper products travel up, containers fall back and through the screen onto a new conveyor that takes them to their next step in the sorting process. This process isn't foolproof. Workers sort out trash and misdirected recyclables by hand. This lessens the amount of contamination in the final recycling load. The paper products are dropped into a holding container that waits at the end of the conveyor, then baled. The containers that previously rolled down and through the screen begin the next step with super strong magnets that attract steel. They pick steel products up and move them to another conveyor that delivers them to their appropriate holding container. Magnets don't attract aluminum, so it's sorted through a kind of reverse magnet called an eddy current, which shoots the aluminum products into a catch bin. Next, the heavier glass falls into a pit, while the lighter plastic materials float onto the next conveyor belt for further sorting. The now broken glass, called cullet, is then shipped to a glass recycling facility. Sometimes plastics are manually sorted, but more and more this is done through optical sorting. This means the plastic is scanned and sorted by puffs of air into groups of type and color. Number 1 plastics are taken out of the process, stored, and baled. Plastics the scanners don't pick up are further sorted by workers into specific groups. Plastics not removed during this process fall off the end of the conveyor into a pit to be shipped to plastic manufacturers. After all the materials have been sorted and processed, except for the glass, they are baled and can weigh anywhere from 1,000 to 1,500 pounds. Manufacturers buy these bales and create new products of that recycled material. Find out more at recyclemorenc.org.
또 도망칠 거야 고양이처럼 넌 자꾸 안달이 날 거야 내 앞으로 와 어서 화내보렴 내 섹시한 걸음 네 머릿속에 발동을 거는 은근한 스킨십 얼굴에 비친 못 참아 죽겠다는 눈빛
갈수록 깊이 더 빠져들어 알수록 네가 더 맘에 들어 baby 아무래도 네 생각에 취했나 봐 lady I never 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 stop 네가 나를 잊지 못하게 자꾸 네 앞에서 또이맘 자꾸 내가 흔들어 벗어날 수 없도록 네 입술을 또 훔치고 멀리 달아나버려 난
A visit to the lakes of San Pablo City, Laguna.
You know how we do it. If you ain't know, now you know, huh? Let me shoot some real.
Mesotrophic lakes has a moderate plant growth. Planktons are visible but not numerous as compared with eutrophic lakes. Nutrients and oxygen are marginal values. Mesotrophic lakes is the intermediate between oligotrophic and eutrophic lakes.
Follow me.
In a recent rocks and sediment analysis or petrographic study on the lakes and adjoining rivers in San Pablo, sulfate concentrations were considerably higher than the naturally occurring sulfates from volcanism. The analysis indicated that the elevated level of sulfates were not related to volcanism, but anthropogenic or man-made, and among the causes are sewage, fertilizers, herbicides, pesticides, and the likes. Because of the growing disturbances to the lakes, various ecological conservation efforts by both government and non-government organizations like the Friends of the Seven Lakes Foundation had been implemented in recent years.
Girl, call me M-I-N-Z-Y, M-I-N-Z-Y, yes. Chapa, chapa, let's go!
Our environment is something we should boast of. Admire it, love it, take care of it, let us sustain it.
같이 나를 보자 up in the sky 더 높이까지 네 정신을 붙여봐 I got the bang bang if you know what I mean it goes bang 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 하하하 재밌는 girl say la 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 난 특별한 girl call me M-I-N-Z-Y M-I-N-Z-Y yes 자빠져봐 let's